We are back at the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. Two of the best teams in the section meeting in the Division I semifinals. McClatchy has won 13 of its last 14 games. The Lions very talented through the entire lineup. Senior Gabe Henderson taking the mound in Game 1, sporting a .23 ERA.
Henderson goes up against Nolan Stevens, a Mississippi State commit, with a .55 ERA. A pitcher's duel at Franklin in this week's perfect match. Just like Mattress Firm wants to find you a mattress, that is your perfect match. Franklin and McClatchy, the Mattress Firm perfect match.
Aces on the mound for the D1 semifinal SJS matchup. Gabe Henderson versus Nolan Stevens. First inning, Nolan knows he's got some studs in the outfield, specifically Zach McCargar. It's not a Franklin highlight. He's not making diving plays. What a snag. Stevens got rolling after that. Big matchup to see here. Malcolm Moore strikes out. Momentum sticking with the home team early. Still in the first, Julian Carmona trying to change that. He hits it OPPO for the base hit. McCargar can't get underneath it. Tries to gun him down, but Julian is safe. Later in the inning, runners on first and second. McClatchy threatening, and Nolan gets Anthony DISANTIS to strike out to end the top half. In the bottom half, HASANI Johnson at the dish, and he hits it to the same spot as Julian. He gets aboard safely, and he's got a message for McClatchy.
Come on, man. Hey, don't let him start off hot.
But Gabe was not going to let him start out hot. With HASANI on third, he gets Derek Pham to strike out to end the inning. No damage done. We jump to the third. DISANTIS at the plate once more. Pulls it to right field, but you guys know better than that. Zach McCargar's out there, the ball hawk. Take a look again. 2 plays of the week in one highlight. Top 5 now. Still nothing on the board. Runners on first, and Jalen Hodges lays down the perfect bunt, bouncing right over Nolan's head, and he gets in with the infield single. So we head to later in the inning. Brandon Silva on third. A big spot for Nolan with Julian at the plate and a patched ball. Silva comes in to score. Gets a little tripped up, but the run counts all the same. 1-0 McClatchy. On the next pitch, absolute chaos. Jaden Ramos tries to get Malcolm at third, but that ball sails over third base into the outfield. Malcolm scores, and suddenly the Lions lead 2-0. From there, it was Gabe's game to win. He strikes out Nick Abraham right here in the 6th, and McClatchy is inching closer. 2 outs now. Jordy Lopez at the plate, and strike 3 looking. Malcolm is fired up, and McClatchy is just 3 outs away from stealing Game 1 on the road. Plays like this next one will help. Nolan Stevens hits a looper, but Jack Smith is there for the diving catch to prevent a hit. We had diving plays all over the place in this game, as McClatchy goes on to steal Game 1 behind 7 scoreless innings from Gabe Henderson. Let's hear from those Lions. Parker Ream here at Franklin High School in your Mattress Firm perfect match. McClatchy gets the dub on the road.
Yeah!
All right, we head to the big man on campus right now. Gabe, complete game shutout for you. You guys outlasted him. What was the difference in today's game?
Throwing strikes, trusting the defense, and then just, yeah.
Yeah, you were really mowing him down on the mound. I mean, what was working well for you?
The fastball. Blew it by him. Changeup was good. Curveball off today, but it still felt good, though.
Head over to Malcolm, our North Section Player of the Year. This Franklin team, #1 seed, you guys come in as the 4th seed. Do you guys feel like you kind of had a chip on your shoulder coming in on the road, getting a big win in Game 1?
Yeah, we definitely had a chip on our shoulder. We're ready to go, and we're not done yet. We got to get one more, and it's all business here on out.
Head over to Julian. He had himself a pretty good game over at first and at the plate. You know, you guys have a chance to end this series and move on to the championship with a win at McClatchy. What do you guys need to do?
We just got to keep competing, and we're going to take this back to the Lions Den, baby. Yeah!
All right, well, we'll see what happens, but you guys got to let them know one more time. Come on.
Yeah!